Philip, what's up, man? How can I help?
So I'm 24, and I live with my girlfriend. We're about to have a baby on the way.
Okay.
And I recently discovered you guys. I found you through Dave Ramsey, and I really like watching the show. You really helped me get back to walking with the Lord, and I really try to get my life put together again, especially my finances for a kid. But the problem is my girlfriend, she happens to be atheist.
Okay.
And I love my girlfriend, and I want to marry her so we don't keep living in sin. So I'm worried as we keep going on and developing as a couple that she could keep undermining me and maybe not want me to speak on the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's okay to marry her as she's an atheist and I'm a Christian, and she wants to keep waiting as well. So what do you suggest I do?
Well, you asked me a whole bunch of questions here, and a couple
I'm sorry.
no, you're all good, bro. This is a lot. At the outset, I'm not going to tell you what to do here. Okay.
Right.
Here's a couple of things. You've got a baby on the way that needs two parents who love that baby. Is it a boy or girl?
We don't know yet.
Okay, let's pretend. What do you want it to be?
I want to be a girl.
All right, so I'm going to say it's a little boy. All right, so you got this little boy just to mess with you. So this little boy needs two parents that love him, okay? Mm-hmm. Love him more than anything on planet Earth, that show up every single day, that love each other, that talk nicely and respect one another, that don't yell and scream and show up and don't make drama and deal with the challenges of this crazy world together, right?
Right.
That little baby boy needs that and deserves that. And I'm telling you right now, Philip, he's going to get that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you and your wife have different belief systems about religion, about God, about fill in the blank. If you have different beliefs that are tethered to deep values, you can make things work. If you don't, it's going to be hard. Okay, so where do you think she's going to... Let me ask this way. Does she regularly undermine you?
Not regularly, but...
How does she undermine you?
Let's say, for example, I would like to raise my kid in the church.
Okay.
Definitely doing that. She would say, like, she won't want to do that.
So will she prohibit you from taking your kid to church on a Sunday?
She hasn't flat out said it, but it could be definitely a possibility that she probably just say no. It's not one time. She say like she would rather the kid ask to go to church instead of me straight up taking them.
Well, all that kid's going to ask for the first 3 or 4 years is a new diaper, food, hugs. Once he turns 3 or 4, he's going to want to, like, I don't know. If it's a girl, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. They're going to watch TV. Don't let them do it, dude. Don't let them do it, because then it just changes everything, right?
Right.
And don't ever let any of your kids watch Frozen, because the rest of your life will just be Frozen related. Okay? Here's the thing. Y'all need to get with a marriage counselor pronto. All right?
Okay.
And you may say, but I'm not married. We're not even engaged yet. Whether you want to or not, you are connected to this woman for the rest of your life. And what I will ask you for the sake of that baby is that y'all begin to work together on values. Are we going to be people of integrity? Are we going to be people who love our baby? Are we going to get over petty stuff? Are we going to get over little stuff or big stuff? And that's where for you, a value may be, I will not marry someone who does not believe in God. Great. Then you need to cut the cord on this living together, let her move on with her life, and y'all figure out, with the help of a counselor, what joint custody is going to look like moving forward.
Okay.
If you love her and y'all have different beliefs about the afterlife, y'all have very similar values, you're both people of integrity, both people who respect one another, you're both good human beings, and you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, and she doesn't, and I don't know why she would... Whatever. Let my kid grow. Kid's 3, dude. Kid's 2. Kids don't ask for that kind of stuff. You teach your kids. You let them grow up in value systems and community systems. And so that whole conversation gets me frustrated, man. But that's letting kids run the household. Right. The same as a kid. What do you want for dinner, honey? Here's what you're going to have for dinner, right? Because a 3-year-old's going to pick ice cream and marshmallows every time and chicken nuggets. And that's why they need parents in their life to say, no, I want you to have structure and values and broccoli and fill in the blank. But that's a whole other phone call, bro. Y'all need to get together and find out what your values are. And some of this, like, I don't know, man, she may just, you need to have answers to those questions ASAP. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And the sooner you have answers to those questions, the more you can make concrete decisions. Because what you're trying to do is have the best of both worlds. You're having a baby with someone that you probably love and care for. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. You love her and care for her. And you're a Christian, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And she's not. And so you're feeling a significant tension. Is she feeling this tension at all? Or is she looking at you like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why don't we just have this awesome baby?
She's looking at what's the problem.
Okay. So I want you to get with a counselor, because my guess is if she's looking at you that way, your values may be much more closely aligned than you think they are. Okay? And I don't want you to use the tension of an upcoming birth of a child. I don't want you to have the tension of she won't marry me right now. I don't want you to then create this ecosystem where your kid's going to be born into a mess of stress and chaos. I also don't want you to get married thinking I'll just figure this out later and that she'll just come around, and she may not. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So do the best you can to get real life answers and not just, well, I think, but get real answers. Have somebody that's a professional that can walk y'all through this. Okay? And in the process, if you want to, nobody's ever convince somebody to their particular faith by crushing them in an argument or threatening them or putting their foot on their neck, right?
Right.
Like the old scripture, they're going to know we're Christians by the love we have for each other. The church has lost to that sucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think relationships are doomed because people have different beliefs. They are more complicated and they are hard. But if everybody goes into them with a sense of mutual respect, then they can be overcome. They can also not work at all from the outset, and y'all just have to be grown-ups and make those decisions. Okay? But you have to get over the best of, I want all of this all at the same time in the best of both worlds. It all works out for me. Okay? The reality is you got your girlfriend pregnant, and now things got accelerated real fast, and y'all are going to have to make some real grown-up decisions real fast. Okay? And no one's going to get everything that they want in this deal unless y'all both decide, for the sake of this baby, for the sake of one another, we love each other. We're going to continue to learn and grow in our values. Our beliefs are going to shift and change, and that's okay. That's called growing up. That's called wisdom. I hope my beliefs change 1,000 times in my lifetime, but I want my values to stay completely rooted. And does that make sense?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay. So what's your next step?
Next step is to go see somebody, like a counselor.
No, your next step is this, okay? You're going to go see her tonight, and I want you to look her in the eye. I want you to put your hands on the side of her face on both sides, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to tell her, I love you with all my heart. I love our little baby. Delony, this dude on the radio thinks it's going to be a boy, but I'm hoping it's a girl. And I want us to go get some answers to our relationship sooner rather than later. And so I'm going to make some phone calls tomorrow to find us a good relationship counselor. Will you please go with me? Because I love you. I know you love me, and we love this baby. And faith is super important to me. It's not going to change. And your atheism may be really important to you, but I want to dig into where we can find common values for the sake of this baby. And if we need to call the relationship, then we need to call it. Okay?
Okay.
And that's hard, what I just asked you to do, Philip. That's hard. That's you putting some either ors, man. But I'm telling you right now, having a baby and still not knowing where you stand relationally, man, just is a recipe for a life of chaos. Okay? And a life of chaos is the last thing a baby needs. The baby needs two parents that love and cherish each other, and love and cherish him or her.